She needed a hibernation period. A hibernation period. What the heck is that?
And that's what we're here to discuss.
Okay.
I have a friend who I really believe that his love for toxicity is about to ruin him. And I'm trying to step in and help. But we have very different viewpoints on how you should date. Because he's more of a give someone a second chance because sometimes the timing isn't right kind of person. And I'm more of a believe who people are the first time they show you kind of person. Mm-hmm. But sometimes in dating, it's conflicted because you really don't know when you should give somebody a second chance or when it's like, nah, that's a wrap and I should know my worth and move on. And he finds himself in this situation. So I don't know if y'all will remember this story, but a few months ago, I told the story about how one of my friends was dating this girl. And it was like 2 months that they were dating at that time. And it was a fiery 2 months. It was like, they just were all over each other. It was a very passionate 2 months, and he was very, very into her. And out of nowhere, she comes to him one day, and she's like, hey, I think we need to slow things down. So he's like, all right, how slow you want to go? And she says that she needs a hibernation period.
All the slow. All the way slow.
That's as slow as it gets.
Now, hibernation meaning like I'm going to do my thing, you do your thing, and we'll meet back sometime?
So he wasn't sure. And when he asked her to clarify on exactly what a hibernation period is, she basically responded like, I just need some time to figure some things out. This is all happening so fast, and I need some space.
She panicked.
Right. And I looked at it two different ways. One, I was like, well, okay, obviously that's rough because you thought y'all had something going. But nowadays, I'm like, that's kind of a win because at least she didn't ghost you. Yeah. Like she could have, right? At least she came to you, said, this is what I'm feeling. This is what it is. And I need this. So I'm like, not really the worst thing that could happen to you the way dating goes. But obviously he was taken aback and he wasn't sure what he should do about it. So fast forward about, I think maybe it was a couple months. Him, myself, and our producer, Katie, are all sitting at like a bar. And it's a place where it's only a bar. There's no other seating. So you pretty much walk in, they make like these fancy type drinks, and you just sit down and you enjoy yourself. So the three of us are sitting there having a drink, and this couple walks in. And Katie and I don't think anything of it. I don't know what this woman looks like that he had been dating, so it doesn't hit me at first.
She's been in hibernation, so how would you know?
How would I know, right?
Her whole look could have changed. You ever seen a bear when it comes out of hibernation? Hair all jacked up, fur all jacked up. Rough.
So they walk in, and immediately I can tell, Katie can tell as well, that his energy changes. It just shifts. You can feel it. Like he's a very outspoken guy, high energy, and he's just looking down on his phone. And at first I thought maybe something happened that was, just keeping his attention on his phone. But then it started to linger. And then once I noticed the couple, like they stood next to us, but they didn't sit down. And it was an obvious level of some kind of tension. Like, how something is going on, you just don't know what. Mm-hmm. So they order their drinks and then they leave. They don't even sit down, which is odd. Most of the people would come in there, they sit down. So then as soon as they leave, he looks at me and he goes, hibernation.
Oh,
that's when I put it together.
Okay.
It was her.
So I was like, oh, so she's not hibernating at all. Oh. she's wide awake.
Yeah.
And walking in here with another guy. Mm. They don't even say anything to each other, which was funny to me. Like the two of them see each other, have this moment, and he doesn't say a word. She doesn't say a word. There's no text message after. There's no phone call. There's no nothing. I'm like,
really?
Yeah. I'm like, I guess we just keep moving like this never happened.
Was hibernation her code word just to get out of the relationship, but she was too cowardly just to end it?
That's what I believe.
Yeah. Mm.
And so now that's the last time that they've seen each other or spoke to each other at all. And they didn't even speak to each other at that time. So now, fast forward again, about a week ago, she calls him. What are you doing? What are you up to? And him being him.
Oh, no.
Oh, nothing.
Oh, bro.
Just kicking it. And they end up getting together.
What? Oh, my gosh.
They end up getting together.
All right.
And that's exactly how I feel. And I'm telling him, bro, this is not a good look. No. Like nothing good can come from this. No. Why would you even put yourself back in this situation? But in his mind, he's like, you're the one who told me that she communicated. You're the one who told me.
Well, she was lying because she just didn't have the courage to say, hey, this thing is over. But she left the door just a little bit open for him, and he's going right through it.
Right back in that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like that would, so many people ask the universe for a sign, and they don't get it. That was the biggest sign he could have gotten. Like, think of all the things that had to come into play for her and him to cross paths at that bar at that time, right? And so that was the universe giving him a sign that she's not in hibernation. She's out here doing what she's doing. She just didn't want to be with you. And then when she comes calling back, you don't pick up the phone because the universe told you.
100%.
So I don't want to get all Dr. Phil about this, but I feel all of this, right? So I'm guessing that this dude comes from a chaotic background also. Like when he grew up, it was chaos in his house. So the relationships that he's in are chaotic as well, because that's what he knows,
That's
right?
accurate.
And dude still doesn't know his value here. So when a girl clearly is disrespecting him, he's allowing it to happen. And then when she opens the door back up, because he doesn't have the confidence to move on, and he doesn't know his value yet, he goes right back into the same thing. There's nothing you can do.
Which is why I'm just going to let it play out. But like you said, Kristen, even the universe I know is like, you got to be kidding me. What more do I have to do?
I mean, the universe is rolling its eyes so hard at him right now.
The Bert Show.